I could have known, one beyond my wildest dreams. Maybe that one could have carried me to streets of gold. Things aren't always as they seem. Looking back on all the chances that I missed, some I held, some slipped away. One street over where my memories exist, I wonder what would change, I really couldn't say. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because on the street over there's a life I could have known, that would have kept me from the one I had today. Except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known, that would have kept me from the one I had today. Except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I won't forget the lessons that I don't deserve. Because one street over there's a life I could have known, that would have kept me from the one I love today. One street over there's a life I could have known. Things aren't always as
Golden Creek Greenhouse gets. Oh, good morning. Guys are singing us in. I've got a couple of little things I'm having to work out. Tommy's here on time. I wasn't, but, I'm kind of, I'm dangerously close to the studio. I'm only, only 2 miles away. Hi, guys. This is 1100 WSGI. I'm U-Turn LaVer, and this is the world-famous Tommy Marsh. Crooked Eye Tommy is in the house, and I love you, brother. It's been too long.
It's been way too long. I wanted to say the concrete out there looks great.
Isn't that beautiful? Wow. I know. The guys.
That long since they've.
I know. Ilyu's done such a beautiful job with the place out here, and we just love what they're doing and all the things that are going on. So we appreciate you joining us. And I'm still trying to check my little Facebook here. Here's what happened. I got in here, and we got to talking, and I realized I always use my phone to stream, and it was in the car. So I had to go out and get it. So I'm still kind of trying to check it and make sure we're on with my live stream. But hopefully this will sign in here in just a minute. But You can check us out on the 1100 WSGI YouTube page. They're always there. And just appreciate so much because you take off from work to come in here and do this with us.
Well, and honestly, almost didn't make it today because Tammy's not well.
Tammy, your love is sick.
I took the day off yesterday and
Yeah.
they just kind of ministering to her.
Yeah.
Taking care of her,
Yeah.
She's my everything.
Yes, she is. As a matter of fact, she is your. You guys are getting married, right?
Well, we've been trying to get married.
Oh, what's going on there?
Well.
Oh, okay.
We've been together 15 years.
Oh my gosh, have you really? Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
We're just be honest, we've been married. Stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff happens. Yeah.
But anyway,
Okay.
she's my everything. She's been not well. And
Yeah.
she's better today,
Okay. Well, we love you, Tammy, and I'll tell you, we just want to make sure you're fine and everything's doing okay. And I gotta tell you, I gotta go check my. I don't know that we're on because let me check it. I'm gonna check the phone real quick, and while we're doing that, I'm gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna be right back with Tommy Marsh. Robertson County, it is time to join the Gig Club. Get Cumberland Connect. If you are a Cumberland Electric customer, well, good news. You can join me in the Gig Club, and you can have a full gig for just $80, high-speed internet that will blow you away. If you're like me and you've had terrible internet service for far too long, well, it's time to get in the Gig Club. Now, what you do is you go to cumberlandconnect.org, put in your zip code, cumberlandconnect.org, and it'll tell you if they're in your neighborhood already or when they're going to be in your neighborhood. You can also just call them and ask the question, 1-800-987-2362, 1-800-987-2362. And if you're somebody in these areas, if you're a Cumberland Electric customer and you're having some financial struggles, well, because internet is now utility, there is an affordable connectivity program providing qualifying households with monthly credit to help pay for internet services. And if you're eligible, you could receive a credit of up to $30 per month toward broadband services. And they have packages starting at, you guessed it, $30 per month. Be a part of the Gig Club or just get into high-speed internet with Cumberland Connect. CumberlandConnect.org. Tell them U-Turn sent you. Okay, we're going to get right back into the show. I don't know what the deal is. Sometimes when we come in here and the connection with my phone just doesn't seem to work, but we do have it connected on the YouTube page with 1100 WSGI. Tommy's trying to check it out, but if you go to my page and make sure it's coming up, but it's one of those things, it's saying that we're, live there, but for some reason it's not showing up on my own page. And we just got to have this documented. We cannot have you in here and not have this documented. So you don't see it? Well, we're going to stop it and we're going to restart it. And so we're going to take another break and we're going to be back in just a minute with my friend Tommy Marsh. We'll be back right after this. Barry and Rebecca Richards are with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team. Now, what does that mean for you? That means you got a great team that's going to come to the table with you, whether you're buying or selling, or maybe you want to be mentored to be a realtor yourself. They would love to bring you in and make you part of the family, whether it be you're looking for a full-time change or just want to do something part-time. Now, if you're coming to the table as somebody that's selling, you've got to consider, get one chance to make a first impression. Barry's going to make sure you make that first impression absolutely perfectly. He is a Zillow certified photographer, licensed and insured drone pilot. We can do the 360-degree virtual reality home tours. We'll get you up on realtor.com. People are going to see your property. They're going to want to take a second look. Rebecca, one of the first in the area to be a seniors real estate specialist, which illustrates she studies all the time, staying up to date on what she needs to know to properly represent you. You can find them at sellwithbecky.com, sellwithbecky.com, or buy.robertsoncounty.com, or just give Becky a call, 615-504-7425, 615-504-7425, and always tell them U-Turn sent you. Well, we're going to get back to the show here, and again, sorry for the tech problems, guys. I don't know what the deal is, and we may be out there because when I check my signal on my phone, it's saying that we're live. I'm just not seeing it on social media, so
What's it gonna do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? So pull that microphone right to you. Tommy Marsh, like I said, we've got the definite, if you want to check out the YouTube page for 1100 WSGI. And here's the thing. We are a terrestrial radio station, and we have the, of course, the regular radio signal going out all the time. So we are so appreciative of the opportunities that we have here to do the show on 1100 WSGI Live. So we appreciate that. And we're going to hopefully have it out there on Facebook land. One of those things with Facebook, you just never know what they're going to keep up and what they're going to take down and all of those things.
Yeah,
so,
it's a weird world to navigate these days.
Yeah, it's okay, though. But to Tommy Marsh, if you missed any of that, and anyway, sorry for the confusion. Again, LU's going, yeah, LaVer, if you'd get there, 15 minutes before the show and check things. Well, in the final, you know how this tech stuff goes, because if you're in here, the minute you go live and you think you're going to go live, you don't go live until you go live, and if it doesn't work, then it's really, there's really no way to kind of prep for that. I don't know, but I'm making excuses.
Just move on.
I'm making excuses. I think we're good though. I think I'm gonna run into my friends going, yeah, we could hear everything you were saying, LaVer. We could see everything you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, Tommy Marsh. Just to reiterate, Tommy Marsh is in the house. He is my friend. I tell people all the time. I say, have you met Tommy Marsh? Have you met Crooked Eye Tommy? Because you are so stinking cool. You really are. I just love having a cool friend like you.
The best. So.
Yeah. You're funny, but I love having a cool friend like Tommy Marsh. And when I say cool, I still remember to this day. I heard you at the fair when you had just gotten here, and the guys you were like, well, we got to have some live music.
Yeah.
And I saw you setting up, and I'm like, who is this guy? And it wasn't until a year later, really, that we connected, and you came in and started talking about. I guess did we connect right before you promoted the fair last year? Have we only
before the festival? I think
maybe the blues festival. That's it, because we were
talking about it. Because the weekend was the same as the weekend something you were
the
doing.
Kilgore Station Festival. Yeah. We had the Bluegrass Festival that same weekend, and then you guys ended up moving it to the fall, which I personally love.
Yeah, I think
because it's cooler. What is the date of the Blues Festival?
It's October 14th.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome. We'll get you back in definitely for then.
Yeah.
If you're willing.
Of course.
With all my nonsense.
As long as I can work it out with the boss.
I hear you.
He's pretty cool though. So.
Yeah. Where do you work? What's your real job? Because people, there's a lot of full-time musicians in this area.
Yeah.
But you have a day job.
Brother got to eat now.
Yeah. I hear you.
So I've been for the last 35 years. I've been a maintenance technician. I work on machinery.
Okay.
I worked in the food industry. I was a manager for a bunch of years.
Yeah.
And realized that sucks. So I'm not.
Well,
it's just not for me.
Yeah.
I love the fixing machines. I have this mechanical chi thing about me, and I just love to work on stuff and fix it, find the problem, fix it. And so I'm really good at that. And I worked my way into management, and I realized, wow, I don't like this.
Yeah.
After a bunch of years, and they paid me really well, but it's like money's not everything.
No.
Right. Mm-mm. So I decided to become an Indian again and not a chief, and I'm very, very happy. I
got to tell you, there's something to be said about that, because my husband, we're both school teachers now.
Yeah.
And we love it.
Yeah.
We absolutely love it. It's just, it's just so much fun. But I try to tell my students, I've got one of my students, I use her as an example so much because she's brilliant. She's valedictorian material, just brilliant. Yeah. And I asked her one day, I said, well, so what do you want to do when you get out of school? And I'm thinking, doctor, engineer. She wanted to be a vocal actor. She wants to do voiceovers and things like that. She's an actress, and she's a very good actress. And I told her, I said, I think that's wonderful. Dream big. I said, but you gotta eat. You gotta make a living.
No, true.
And so I told her, I said, with her brilliance, I said, yeah, be an engineer. And I said, then you can have fun doing all of those things.
Yeah. You can afford to do them.
Yeah, exactly. Because he just got back from, what, were you gone a month?
15 days.
15 days. It felt like a month. I was like, what are they doing?
It was pretty amazing.
Okay. He did a tour in Croatia.
Yep.
How did that happen? What in the world? I mean, what?
So you know how all I can say is it must have been God. Because so I met some people a few years ago at the International Blues Challenge in Memphis. I was competing there. Patty and I my brother, we were competing in that. We ended up getting into the finals that year. It was amazing.
Wow.
But we met this band from Croatia, and we were in line to do a radio show, and they were there, and they're just lining us up out the door to do these radio spots, right? And so we're in line with them, and it was like 30 or 40 minutes. We just start talking, giving them stickers and CDs and back and forth, and just connecting. And and then we ended up having a beer later, and it was cool. But so then we just started being friends on Facebook, talking back and forth. And I said, man, I'd love to come there. And then COVID hit. So, so idea was there, but it never really came to fruition. And then all the restrictions lifted. So it was like, okay, let's do this. So that was one guy that I met with, right? And so he booked us 5 shows. And so we planned, okay, we're going to go. Well, last year I had recorded an vocal track on another person from Croatia's album. And I didn't realize this, but he's like a really big star in Croatia. He's like, I mean, he has an endowment from the Arts Council and
billboards.
Exactly.
I saw you when you saw you had a picture of his face on the wall, and you're like,
whoa, this
guy's huge.
Yeah. And so, but I didn't know that, of course.
Yeah.
He just said, well, I heard your voice when you recorded.
Yeah.
So I did. And so he booked us 6 shows. So we had 11 shows in 15 days. And they just took such good care of us. And I mean, I could just go on and on, but that's how it came about. And then I could talk for hours and hours about Croatia. Wow, what an amazing place.
It was beautiful scenery, and just I was sitting there watching you guys. It was just, I mean, because it was your brother and Tammy and you, right? The 3 of you, and I mean, just such a cool thing. I think it's awesome that your boss let you do that.
Roaming around I negotiated well.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm pretty. Yeah, when I took the job, I was like, look, this is what I do.
Yeah.
And I have a level of skills that you need.
Yeah.
Because at that point, they really did.
Yeah.
And so it kind of worked out.
That's awesome. So we appreciate you, boss, letting him, play his music, because we sure do get a kick out of it. Yeah. And tell me, I was trying to find this on your page. You don't promote the fact that you won this award, this big award, very often. I mean, I was looking on your page trying to find out the name. What was that award
the
you got?
Awards, yeah. That's Grand Ole Opry, yeah.
What is the significance of the Josie Award for those that don't know enough about blues? I mean, that's a big stinking deal.
Well, so it's not just blues. It's a big event. Obviously, it's held at the Grand Ole Opry, right?
Yeah.
The JMAs were put together by a mother and daughter team.
Okay.
About 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. And it's all. So a lot of the contests, I don't know if you've seen them, but a lot of the contests online, a lot of the awards, quote unquote awards things, are really a popularity kind of contest.
Oh yeah,
right?
They really are.
You get votes, right?
Right.
And so you could have somebody there all day putting votes in, whatever.
Right.
And win. This isn't like that. This is a completely adjudicated award system, and so it's top industry people review all of the categories, all of the artists, and then they pick the winners. So it's not something that's just mail it in and you win.
Time to join the gig club.
Yeah,
but significance wise, I don't know. They hold them. They held them in Nashville. They hold them in Knoxville. They kind of move it around. Last year it was at the Grand Ole Opry. This year it's going to be back at the Grand Ole Opry. Mm-hmm. And my friend from Croatia is up for an award.
Oh, you're kidding!
So he's coming.
He's coming.
He's going to be at the festival.
Cool.
We get to talking about that. He's a great harmonica player and very cool.
Oh yeah, I was hearing it. When is that happening? What is the date of that?
October 14th.
October 14th. So it's going to be in the Blues Festival again. What was the date?
Oh, I'm sorry. Josie Awards are October 21st, 22nd.
Okay. Okay,
Sunday night.
so it's kind of close together. Any
within
chance
a
your
week.
friend from Croatia is going to hang out for the Blues Festival?
He's coming out for the Blues Festival. Then he's going to the.
So he's going to be on the. Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pay attention, honey.
pay attention. All right, man. I'm a school teacher. My head is so full of just crazy stuff right now. But that is
I'm
awesome.
going to be backing him up with my guys and.
Oh man, yeah.
Our players.
That is going to be. So what? When we unpack the Blues Festival, so what time's it starting and how long is it going to go and how many acts and all that? Kind of whet everybody's appetite for that.
Okay, so last year I think we were from 1 till about 8:30. This year it's probably going to be another hour, about 1 p.m. till 9:30. I'm going to have kind of two different stages, sort of. The main stage, which is the Century stage at the fairgrounds, and then we have this little craft area where a bunch of vendors are going to be set up to. And by the way, we're looking for vendors who, if you're out there and you got a craft or something you want to hang out, we don't charge for vendor spaces at all. We just want you to come and be a part of the event.
Love it.
So anyway, so that's in the one livestock where the farmers market is.
Okay.
Right, so that's where the booths are going to be, and then we're going to have a little sort of a side stage. So when we're changing over bands in the main stage, we'll have some live music over there. So there'll be a total of 8 acts.
Okay.
And I've got some great people coming.
Oh, you do? I mean, I was reading. I don't know enough about I don't know enough about blues to really say, okay, I know that. And so I know you, and you're awesome.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. We're doing a regional festival. We're not doing a full blown bringing in buddy guy. We're not that level. And honestly, I love the little festival. I do another one in California. I have 2 festivals now that I put on, that I own, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
And I like them. The thing about a smaller festival is it's you just got a more connection to the stage.
Yeah.
Right. You're in short distance. You can look the person in the eye and see him perform, see him give you what they have. A lot of festivals you go to, there's 8,000 people, and you're listening on speaker, and okay, it's great, really great, but it's not special, and that's kind of the thing that I like to I like to say. What we have is it's a very much more of a listening experience than it is a fair.
Right. Right.
So.
Very cool. We're talking with Tommy Marsh. He is Crooked Eye Tommy. If you are around town and you have not met Tommy, you need to, because he's a lot of fun. And it's just such a treasure to have him here. Just want to encourage you to be a part of the Blues Festival coming up on October 14th. Yep. And going to be at the fairgrounds. But before we want you to save the date for that. But he's also in charge of the fairgrounds setting the stage. So we want to unpack that, but I tell you what, let's go ahead and let's pause and take a break. And if you're trying to tune into us on Facebook, I have no idea what happened with that. Facebook's, I think, changed the rules on me overnight, and but we'll have the video that we'll put up after the show that we'll get off YouTube, and that way you can see it. But we will definitely keep going with what we've got going on here, and you can listen to us at 1100 WSGI. I hope you're doing that. And we want to talk about, though, the races happening at Veterans Motorplex. This is the old Highland Rim Speedway. If you have been to the races lately, you know what I'm talking about. It is so much fun. And now that it's cooler at night, we had Celebrate Recovery last night, and we had outside, just had some music going and things like that, and it was cool. I actually got cold out in the parking lot. So we're cooling off so you can get to the races and won't be so hot. The gates open at 4 o'clock. Racing starts at 6. And for $40, you can get up to 6 kids and 2 adults in. Or if you can find one of these old papers that were published right at the end of the school year, that back page is a $40 value, and we'll do the same thing. It will get up to 6 kids in and 2 adults for free during the entire season of 2023, which runs through the end of October. So get out to the races. The old Highland Rim Speedway is where we're talking, and this is at 6801 Kelly Willis Road in Greenbrier. If you've got questions for Jerry, give him a call at 615-643-8725, 615-643-8725. Always please let them know that U-Turn sent you.
I really want to go there. I just haven't been. I'm always busy on Saturdays.
Well, you're always playing some music or something. And it's so much fun because they have all the local favorites, and they have just all the things that they have going on with. They'll have teenagers out there racing.
Yeah.
It's just so cool.
Oh yeah,
seeing
I
the
used to love
youngins
it when I was a kid.
So, yeah.
This little one out near my. It's called Rocky Hill Speedway.
Nice.
Go out there.
Yeah.
It was real dirty, but it was so much.
Yeah, but it's just fun. It's just fun. Oh, this is not a dirt track, man. This is a paved track, and it's nice. They'll have coming up in October. They'll have a trunk or treat with race cars.
Oh yeah.
So they do. They're just cool. They're just cool. It's just a fun place.
Ever have live music out there?
I'll call Jerry. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Venue maybe. Also
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing some events, so that's why.
Okay. Yeah. Now that you're back from Croatia and all that,
yeah.
do you think you'll go to Croatia again next year? Yeah.
Yes, and also yes.
Oh my gosh, how fun! How fun! Oh man.
See, also Europe. We're gonna go to. Well, I guess that is Europe, but
Yeah.
but we're gonna go to England next year, I believe.
Oh, cool. I mean, you're good, brother. I mean, you're just good. And I love your story. If you've unpacked that for us before, where you talk about how that, you didn't really sing at first.
Well, I always sang, but I didn't.
You weren't the front man.
Lead singer, yeah.
Yeah, but you're the front man, and you're good at it, and you've got this great. You just got this great blues voice, and I just find that fascinating. That this is not something that you weren't always the front man. That blows my mind.
No, and I've always been sort of a driver as a person, but yeah, it wasn't. I just didn't have confidence in my voice.
Oh, I feel you. I get that, man.
Yeah, so
I get that. So, well, I tell you what. So let's go ahead and unpack the schedule, and then you got your guitar here.
well, they brought it, just in case.
I always want you to play something, man.
Fit that in.
So we got to do that. So go ahead and let's unpack what we've got going on at the Robertson County Fair. What is the schedule going to be, sir?
Right on. Well, so if those of you remember, last year we had 8 acts total. Mm-hmm. This year we've got a little bit extended because we've moved some stuff around. We added the acoustic stage last year, and we're expanding that. So there's an extra night of that. So that on the Wednesday night when we didn't have an act there, we have an act there this time. So so let's just start. So let's run down the acoustic stage. So on Tuesday night, September 19th, I'm actually going to be on the acoustic stage.
Oh, cool!
And I'm bringing my friend Tommy Stillwell from Owensboro, Kentucky, down to play with me. He is amazing. He plays with Sean Murphy, and he has another band. But Sean Murphy's a world-traveling blues artist, and she was for many years a backup singer with Bob Seger. She toured with Eric Clapton and as a backup singer.
Oh wow,
she's amazing. And so he's coming to play with me. I'm super excited about that. And we're gonna have the best time. On Wednesday night, we have a young lady named Amber Watts. Now, I think she performed last year, but she's great, and she plays so many great songs. So she's solo. And so, another thing, we've added on the acoustic stage before it was just a single person, right?
Yeah.
Well, the fair was very nice to me, added some budget money. And so we were able to do duos, right?
Okay.
So everybody's a duo or a trio. So Amber's bringing a guitar player with her, so it's going to be really nice. Thursday night we have Cliff Waddell. Not met him, but he's great. I did hear a bunch of his videos. On Friday night we have Cameron Barton. Now Cameron played in the band Survivor, the rock band Survivor.
That's cool.
Not for a long period, but he's a singer for that band for a while. They're no longer working, but he's a great vocalist, and Survivor's an amazing. Well,
yeah,
band.
if he can hang with them,
high, right? Yeah, so
that's what I was thinking. I was like, whoa.
So super excited about that. And then on Saturday night we have Matt Dominic and Morgan Mills. Now those guys both performed last year by themselves. They're performing together.
Oh, cool.
So we're kind of exciting. So I'm excited about that. So the Century stage, which is the big stage, Tuesday night we have the Meg Williams band. Now Meg Williams, she's a young up and comer in the blues scene. She's out of Nashville. Her and her husband, they're so beautiful. They have their brand new baby. he plays bass in the band, and he's an amazing singer. So it's kind of a family, super family, and they're amazing. They're going to be awesome. Wednesday night, of course, is our faith night at the fair. And so that's not handled by me, but I'm setting up the sound for them.
So it's going to be on the center, on the stage. Okay, okay. Because sometimes they have done that in the ring before in the grandstand, but it's going to be at the stage. Okay.
Yeah. And then Thursday night is the car show night at the fair. And so I've got this young kid, Danny Garwood. I think you might have seen him before. He's super great.
Was he there the night you played this at the fair?
He was
hanging out because he was he had been at the acoustic stage, hadn't he?
Yeah.
And then came over.
Yeah.
Yep. He's awesome.
He's amazing. Wonderful young guitar player. He's been traveling all over America playing now. He's like 14 years old and just
that's that kid. Oh, that's that kid. Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
And, he's just getting better and better and better, and we're excited to have him. On Friday night, we've got a band coming from.
Senior moment, right?
Senior moment.
I have them all the time, buddy.
So east of here, between here and Cooksville.
Cookville.
Yeah, Cookville.
He's from California, y'all. Cut him some slack.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, the band is called Few Miles On. They're a great blues band.
Yeah.
Love those guys. On Saturday night, we're doing kind of a barn dance, kind of a.
Oh, fun!
And we're bringing the Starlighters in from out there at Marsh.
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to have them Saturday night.
That's cool.
Kind of try to promote. I think we're going to try to do that every Saturday at the fair.
Okay.
Build a kind of a barn dance kind of thing.
Yeah.
And just make it a dance. Yeah,
because
when I grew up, that's one of the things. You go to the fair, and Saturday night was the fair dance, and it was a big deal, right? So it's not something we're going to be able to build first year, but I think it's kind of
as word gets out.
We're going to go, yeah.
Well, I had the Tennessee Rhythm in here yesterday. They're cloggers, a bunch of kiddos. Yep. They were in, and they were talking about they're going to be there on Friday night. Yeah,
right, before the Few Miles On.
Yeah.
They're going to do an hour.
So
6:00. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was following my list here on the book here, and
no, because they were in yesterday and they're going to be before the show. But what's really fun is the kiddos, one of them, their grandmother is like, I wanted to say in her 80s and still clogs. And I think that's what they told me. Maybe she's not quite that old, but I mean, I saw her, we were at the barbecue festival. The barbecue cook-off they had. And she was out there dancing, and it was fabulous. But you just love seeing all that stuff. I'm so glad the fair's later in the year. It's going to be cooler. It's going to be nice. Now, one thing that you did not mention that you're going to be on the big stage.
I'm not going to be on the big stage this year.
Okay, you're not? Okay, but you're going to be, I love that you're going to be at the acoustic stage.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big fan of acoustic too.
Because I'm now
fair board.
Part of the fair board team.
Sorta.
I'm not really a full blown member, but I'm involved in it. We had a meeting last night and everything.
Yeah.
But it just didn't seem right. They would have let me do it. I could have played whatever. They'll let me play 3 nights if I want to.
Yeah.
But that just don't seem right.
Well,
I mean, I'll probably I'll play as often as it seems right to me.
Yeah.
But it's really not about promoting me as a person. It's about promoting great music and a good time at the fair, and that's the whole thing. Right?
And you got the Blues Festival coming up.
That's right.
So
that's
that'll be
my
cool.
thing.
Yeah,
I'll be all over that.
Oh yeah. Well, and you could always step in with the young man there, maybe.
He would let me. Actually, all of them. Yeah.
So I might not be surprised if I saw you get up there, but
and I'll be running sound.
Sure.
At the main stage, most of the nights. We're also putting in actual little stage over on the other side instead of them just sitting up on the concrete. We're going to raise them up a little bit. So
that's cool.
Stage, so people see them a little bit better. was really enjoyable. We had a lot of great comments.
Oh, yeah.
About having the acoustic music there. So
it was wonderful because that's one thing that I've always, because it's over at the stage and kind of off to the side, and people are chasing their kids and stuff, and so a lot of times they just don't get to have exposure to what we've got going on over there. And I think you're just a wonderful fit with the fair board, because they needed somebody to guide them. Because I mean, what is a fair without music?
yeah.
I mean, you gotta.
Well, I'm gonna. So let's be honest. I'll tell you. So I have a thought process about how that stage is. That really shouldn't be where the music is. It's where we are, and it's what we have. And it's a wonderful place. It's a great place for a festival. It's great.
Sure.
But because of the way the fair is set up, I think the bands need to be up everybody else.
Yeah.
So just find a space for that.
Yeah. So I mean, also maybe that's in your mind. You're
It
thinking,
is.
where could we do that?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
That's cool. Well,
There's
I
gonna
even
be some big changes next year at the fair. You'll see. There's some physical things that are going to change.
okay.
But the back areas and the arena's going to get a little bit bigger, and
Ooh, cool. That's so
things are
exciting.
happening. Yeah.
Well, this
Exciting.
county is growing so much that how can we not, expand stuff?
Yeah.
And I had been talking to the fair, and I mean, right before trading days, we were talking about how that we want to do. We really want to do a Christian music festival out there sometime, and so we've kind of
space.
Yeah, it really is. And I don't think he was talking about people renting it for different things. I don't know if people realize that the fairgrounds are available, and you can get in touch with them and
super
rent some
reasonable.
of this. Yeah.
It'll blow your mind when you go.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah,
the
sure.
actual prices, because
But-
there's some negotiations about that, but it is unbelievably reasonable to rent the entire fairgrounds.
I know it's incredible, and it's a wonderful asset here in Robertson County, and we want you to be a part of it. But the fair is coming up.
Yes, it
we're still a few weeks out. I think is the first night, not the 19th.
19th,
The 19th, and
3rd. Yes, ma'am.
and a lot of people are expecting it to be coming up because we for so long were Labor Day.
Yeah.
And I'm just thrilled because of the heat that they pushed it off. Wilson County Fair is officially the state fair now.
Yeah.
And it was miserable hot.
Yeah, so
Miserable
I heard that.
hot.
Someone told me they had gone over there, and it was like they were there an hour and they wanted to leave.
Yeah, it was just miserable, and that's not county fair. I mean, you want that kiss in the air, you want that coolness. And again, I was out last night, man. It was a beautiful evening. My husband had to get up with the dogs at like 1:30. He says, "Man, you should have seen the moon."
Oh, yeah.
It was a beautiful night. So we're kind of getting on into fall, and it's going to be great.
I really liked it this morning. I woke up and it's a little crispy. And
Yeah, you're like, yes, finally. But talking with Tommy Marsh, he is Crooked Eye Tommy, and we just want to encourage you to find out all about his music. You can follow him on Facebook because you've got Crooked Eye Tommy, and you play all over town, or you play all over the area. So where's your next show? What's it
so
gonna be?
this Saturday, I'm playing at Martin's Barbecue downtown.
Okay.
Nashville.
When did that start? That's you haven't been doing that for a long time.
It's a newer.
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate. I love this gig because there's a lot of places downtown as an artist that likes to play their own music. You can't really do that. You got to play the covers and play.
That's what the tourists want. Yeah. Right. Oh, I know.
But Martin's is. I'm very fortunate. They love what we do, and they allow us to. I mean, I play probably 10 or 12 originals in my set. So
good.
We're playing two shows there, 4 to 6 p.m. and 7:30 to 9:30.
Wow!
And I don't know if you haven't been to Martin's, wow, the brisket, holy smokes, unbelievable!
It's a great place.
Yeah, and it's just a fun atmosphere. It's kind of like an atrium, It's there's trees growing in there, and
it is a beautiful place.
Cool.
It is very cool. Our downtown is. I mean, I've pretty much grown up in Nashville because I got here in my early 20s, and I've watched the metamorphosis of Nashville. And you figure I was doing radio and running around in the dives down in Nashville when you didn't want to hang out down there because it was dangerous. And to go down there now and to go down Printer's Alley and all the places,
pretty awesome.
Printer's Alley's amazing.
Yeah.
Have you played anywhere down in Printer's Alley?
I've been working on it, but no, not yet.
Oh man, they once they discover you, they're going to be having you in there all the time.
We'll see.
All the time.
Yeah, I just need someone to say yes.
Okay. That'll happen. Once they discover.
Well, I have my intention set on it, so I think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, because it's definitely a blues.
And,
it's a blues alley.
And I go down there, so like Bourbon Street is such a fun place to go. They've got a great stage and a great group of fans that come in there all the time. And I go in there a lot, and I see all the artists, and I think, I think we're probably, same kind of thing. We'd probably be all right in there.
Yeah.
So
I love it. Well, we'll just we'll be pushing for you down on Printers Out.
On that.
There you go.
That'd be appreciated.
There you go. I'll have to poke around and see if I still know anybody down there, but say, why have you not booked him? But let's pause for a second. I'll tell you what. So let's come back and you play a song for us. You decide what you want to play.
Okay.
But we're going to pause and talk about Corbin Creek Greenhouse Gifts and Gardening Center. So if you pop over to their Facebook page, that is the way to stay up to date on everything that's going on at Corbin Creek Greenhouse. They have got I love their greenhouse. I cannot say enough about going and walking in there and just getting the feels. It's one of those things, you have those smells that just kind of take you back to your childhood. For me, a greenhouse is one of those because my mother just loves plants and flowers and all those things. And that was just something we always did. So I walk into Corbin and it just kind of takes me back. And it's just such a wonderful feeling. Amy says, she invites people out. She says, man, if you just want to come out for lunch and just walk through the greenhouse, get ready because you're going to come home with something beautiful as well. They've been featuring their succulents on their social media pages because they're just amazing. And even I can't kill those. They've got their annuals 50% off. So they've still got some beautiful hanging baskets. If you're one of those that, hung up your basket and you didn't get it watered, you can go get new ones. And the mums will be coming in here very, very soon. You can get your fresh mums and just all the things that you want for your fall decor. They've got it for you at Corbin Creek Greenhouse Gifts and Gardening Center. They're at 4920 Highway 161, 4920 Highway 161. Call them at 615-384-3185, 615-384-3185. Always at the farmer's market as well. My friends, the Corbins, go and see them and tell them U-Turn sent you. Tommy Marsh is in the house. He is going to play a song for us. What are you going to play? I'm sure, is this something new that we've heard before? What you got? What you got for us today?
We were talking about that song that you liked.
The kids, yes, I want the kids to do a video for this. I love it. You going to play that for us? Let's go.
Bless my soul, the world's on fire. People living on pure desire. They got no mind for the future, you see. They're just living, they're living for me, me, me. Me, me, me. Well, bless my soul, what have we done? It seems sanity is all but gone, and people hate just because they disagree. They're just living, they're living for me, me, me. Me, me, me. It's all they think about. Me, me, me. It's all that comes out their mouth. It's so selfish. I think you might agree. They ought to stop living for me, me, me. Me, 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 yo. Oh, bless my soul, what have we done? It seems sanity is all but gone. People hate just because they disagree. Oh, they're just living for me, me, me. Oh, bless my soul. Listen, my friends. Look down the road, you can see how this ends. We got to make a change if we want to stay free. We gotta stop living, people, living for me, me, me. Me, 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 it's all we think about. Yeah, me, 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 it's all that comes out our mouths. We're so selfish, I think you might agree. We ought to stop living, living for me, me, me. Yeah, we ought to stop living. We ought to stop living for me, me, me.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Tommy Marsh singing us in. I love it. I love it. That is a song I want the kids to do the video for that. I think that would be so much fun. And I just think that'd be a blast. But, cause I mean, we're, doing I'm going to get Tommy to come in and kind of look at some of the things I'm doing, just to make sure I'm not doing it wrong. Yeah,
I'm not sure I'm going to be able to tell if you're doing it wrong, but might be able to improve things if we can.
Have you done any? I mean, and I know the answer to this question. What kind of music videos have you done? You've done some.
I've done a couple.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've not done any where I actually shot film for it.
Yeah.
Just sort of the same discussion you were having with me earlier. It's like, I don't know that.
Yeah.
I know this. And I actually, it's crazy process. If you've seen either of my videos, they were all created through exchanges with people online. There's a webpage called Fiverr. You've ever heard of it? And basically people offer services, video services, audio services, voiceovers, illustration, all kinds of stuff.
Interesting.
Right? And so I used that. I used that with several different people to create the video. I came up with some artwork, and I got the artwork from one of them.
How cool!
And so it was just, it was completely done online. No video shots on my behalf.
Okay.
It turned out, and they both turned out great.
Yeah, that's just it. Had no idea that's how you did those.
Yeah, and then it was reasonable.
Yeah.
So that was another important part of it. Right?
You're frugal. Hey, I get
we
you.
touched on it before, but I got to eat.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. But, and I get that. And it's just, it's amazing. I talk to my students all the time about the amazing things you can do technologically now. Yeah. I tell them, I get so tired of people telling this generation, oh, doom, despair, and agony on me. Are you kidding me? I'm so jealous of the kiddos, what they've got in front of them. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
It's so exciting. And go ahead.
Speaking of technology, so if the listeners out there or online will go and check out my video for Hot Coffee and Pain.
Okay.
And it's all animated. And I got some artwork done. I literally used an app on my phone to color the pages to look all the same, so they match the front cover of the album, so they have the same kind of artwork as the cover of the album. And that it's cool. It turned out so good.
So do you know what app you use? Because I'll show the kids that and say, hey, here's how he did this. So that would be cool.
The app I used is for the artwork is called Artisto.
Yep. It's amazing to me. We just discovered the technology out there. I just did this teacher training up in Knoxville, and at the teacher training, I had never seen. Have you seen DaVinci Resolve? Mm-mm. It's a video editing program, and it's been out for a while. But if you're familiar with the Adobe Suite Premiere Pro, one of the girls there, she said it's like iMovie and Premiere Pro had a baby. So it's the simplicities of it. It's the simplicities of iMovie, because iMovie is pretty basic, with some of the cool features of Premiere Pro. So it's one of those things we're playing. It's just, I told the students, they were talking the other day about their education ending. I said, honey, your education never ends.
No.
Not if you really, truly want to excel.
I learned some of the best lessons of my life.
Yeah.
After 40.
Amen. Amen.
Absolutely.
So he and I are pretty much exactly the same age. Our birthdays are super close together. We hit the big 6-0 last year. I remember, because it was just, absolutely. And so living well. And I just checked, and we do have a video of all this on YouTube, and I'll be posting it. And I still think There's something weird going on with Facebook today. And I'm getting ready to talk to my kiddos about copyrights and fair use. And that's my lesson today. Well, I'm getting it illustrated to me right now with Facebook, because there's something, they change. That's the thing. You've got to stay up to date on all those things.
They changed it.
Have you?
I hated it. Oh my gosh. It ruined everything.
Have you ever had social media tell you don't have the rights to play your own song?
All the time. Yeah. Fact,
that cracks me up.
In fact, I have a publishing deal with a particular company, right? And they flag stuff, right? So even if I play it, they'll flag it saying you don't have the rights. Well, yeah, I do, because it's
my song, dude.
Yeah,
that's hysterical.
Yeah,
that is so funny.
If I share the video on somebody's page or whatever, it's just it's almost like they monitor certain people. And then when you interact with them, then you get weird.
They're like, oh, there's that crooked eye guy again.
Yeah.
We don't mess with him. That's funny. That's funny. Crooked eye Tommy Marsh is in the house, and just such a fun. I've been looking forward to having you in here because I knew it would just be fun, and it's always just fun to have you in here. And I'm so excited. I cannot wait for the fair.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for the fair. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. I'm going to go steal my grandson and bring him out, and I'm going to go kidnap him from Mount Juliet. That's the reason I know about the Wilson County Fair is my grandchildren were out there with their parents, because that's where they live, and it was a sweat fest, man. So it's not going to be that way for us.
No, it's not.
So it's going to be fun. But what else do we need to talk about, brother? I want to talk a little bit about how you're acclimating to this area from California.
Oh my God!
What brought you here? I mean, because
I think we talked about it one time, but
we have. But people who don't know you, let's unpack that. What brought you here?
So, it's a bit of a long story, but
that's okay.
I've been coming here to Tennessee since 2015, 2014. Coming to Memphis and performing and playing around and traveling through here just to, and I just fell in love with the people.
Yeah.
People and honestly, for being from California, I lived there my whole life and never owned a home.
How does that happen?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of reasons for that. I'll be honest. We talked about my own issues.
No, I got you. I'm just teasing you.
But even when I was doing really well, buying a home was the taxes there are just landless,
crazy.
Right? And so I was looking for a place Tammy and I were looking for a place where can we retire, where we can afford to live, And so it came up that a friend of ours moved to Murfreesboro, and we came to visit them, and we just, oh my gosh. And so it was like, well, I think we need to start looking around. And we started looking around. Obviously, the cost of living here is extremely nice, even though
reasonable.
People here complain about it. But
they have. Whoops! That just stop that. Okay.
So so that was a big thing. Like I wasn't going to be able to retire well there, and I don't have a huge nest egg. I'm going to be playing music as part of my.
You say that, but you never know when something's going to take you to a new place.
Well, no, I'm not worried.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like the birds of the field. God's going to take care of me.
Absolutely.
Whether or not I'm solvent or happy or what, I'm going to be happy, and
you got it.
So, but this it made a lot of sense. And then and so I was out here less than a year, and I bought a house, and I've subsequently sold that house because Tammy got her place sold, and we ended up getting a place here in Springfield down over on Fairway Trail, and life is good.
I love it. Yeah, your place is beautiful. I love it.
It's unbelievable. I had never dreamed my whole life I'd live in a place this nice, and
that's cool.
And it's affordable, and like I say, God loves me. Why? I don't even know.
Yeah.
But
blessed and highly favored.
yeah.
There you go. I love it. But, you know, and that's what I hear from so many people is that when they, you know, because we've got so many people coming to this area, and it's because they see the people. They get to know the people, and they're like, man, I want what y'all got.
This is how life's supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
People being polite, saying please, saying thank you, saying good morning.
Yeah. Well, your friend up in
eyes and talk to you.
what's the guy's name that played with you at the fair last year?
Jim.
Jim. Yeah.
Dustin, yeah.
Oh man, he's a California boy too, right? And he kind of had the same experience. Just kind of came out here and fell in love with it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we love it.
And tell you, so they went to Idaho because Idaho's also a big place. A lot of people from California moving to Idaho.
Oh, really?
Boise in that area, and they went and they go, wow, I don't want to live there. I don't want to live in Tennessee. So
Isn't that great?
yeah, and I know a lot of people move in a lot of places. There's lots of reasons, and we could talk about those.
Yeah.
And probably in another show.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll get a change next year. And
There you go.
things will
We'll see
change
what
for us
happens.
all,
Yeah.
But I the sense of community. It's what I remember growing up. I live in a small town in California before in the 60s. Things were different.
Yeah.
And now, now it's that state is just unrecognizable. There's no, they're reprobate and the way it's run, and you can't. It's hard to live in a place that's run so irresponsibly and so selfishly.
Yeah.
And so.
I still have some good friends out there, and I've made really close friends. Well, yeah, of course you do. And but I have my friends that are part of what we do down in Mexico that still live in California because they go, we go into San Diego and then go across the border there in Tijuana and go down. And so we've got a lot of California people that participate in that with us. And just to hear some of their stories, and some of them, there's one or two of them that have been trying to get here, but something just kind of keeps them there. Yeah. But I think it's God just kind of knowing, I kind of need a few of you here still. Yeah. I need you not all to abandon the area.
It's not Sodom and Gomorrah yet.
Yeah, we're not quite there yet, but it's amazing. But we're talking with Tommy Marsh. I got one more spot I want to do. I kind of teased it. I ran a little ad while we were trying to figure out what was going on with Facebook this morning from my friends Barry and Rebecca Richards. I'd love to. Have you met Barry Richards? You've got to get together. Barry was a vice president of a media marketing company for like 17 years up in Nashville. And so when I talk about wanting to kind of do the music video with the kids, I really think we need to tap him to come in and help us on that. And I think he would, but he got out of marketing and went into real estate because his wife had done the same thing. We got a lot of, you probably have a lot of friends that they did something else and they became a realtor.
Yeah.
Sure. And so sometimes I think maybe we'll all do that before it's over. But she came out of a radiology background and went into real estate many, many years ago. She's one of the first in the area to be a senior real estate specialist. She's always studying, staying up to date on what's going on. She brought him over to full-time real estate about 5 years ago. They're up in Cross Plains. They live here. They've been there 27 plus years, and they've just opened an Exit Realty office on the square here in Springfield. Yeah. And so pop in there and see Barry. He's the broker here, and you can go to their listings at Exit Realty. You can go to BuyRobertsonCounty.com and find all these. And I love going in. There's several Greenbrier houses, y'all. There's several Greenbrier houses. I'm looking at their listings right now. There's 3 Greenbrier houses, and the reason why that is important is you get those houses, and I can teach kids. That'd be fun. You can be in my class. Go look at all these great Greenbrier houses. And so we'd love to move you into our neighborhood and just all kinds of great listings here. But I see 3 Greenbrier listings, and I'm like, come on, let me teach you kiddos. But you can find out more at sellwithbecky.com, sellwithbecky.com, or buy, BUY, RobertsonCounty.com. And again, just stop in the office down there on the square, and you tell them you turned Cynthia and thank them for sponsoring one street over. Okay, Tommy, we got just a few minutes here.
We were talking just a minute ago about other reasons that I came here, right? So something that California doesn't have any of, and it's obviously hot chicken, right? That kind of is a big deal, but no, but like so, all of the towns have these beautiful squares,
Yes. Oh,
And when one of the second trip we went to Colombia, and they've got an amazing little square down there.
yeah.
And we went to Murfreesboro. Of course, Murfreesboro's a big city now, but their square is amazing, and it's just one of the things. And so when we were driving through, we drove down 49, come through Coopertown, and it was like, oh my God, this is heaven.
Yeah.
This is heaven. And it was the second trip we were here. We just fell in love with this area, and we came in. We ate downtown, and we're just amazed. And so we were just enchanted by Springfield since I was looking. And then when I moved here, I ended up living in Gallatin for a while, looking for places, and we just sort of gravitated back over here because this was the place.
Yeah. And our square, I mean, it is just amazing. It is absolutely, I'm so jealous that Barry's got an office down there. When I ran for Congress, my dream was to win the seat and come in and open an office on the downtown square in Springfield. My political career is over. I'm not doing that anymore. I don't want to do that no more. God said I don't have to. So I have to participate in the process and stay involved, but I don't have to run for office. And so I'm good with that. All right, fair's happening. We've got Tommy Marsh is going to be at the fair. Tell them again the night that you're going to be at the acoustic stage.
So I'm going to be Tuesday the 19th.
I will be there.
First night.
Okay, first night. Okay, Tuesday the 19th. We want to be out there to see Tommy Marsh. Do you know what time? What's the times of the acoustic?
So we're going to be there right as it opens.
Okay.
So and also I want you all to know if you guys are having an event, I'd love to play for you.
Okay, yeah.
All that stuff.
How can they get in touch with you?
You can check out crookedeyetommy.com. You send me a message, I'll come straight to there. You can also check out our Facebook page.
Awesome.
Send me a message there. Yeah.
I love it.
Love to be a part of any event. And if you're doing, so I'm going to do real quick. I know we got to get off here.
Go.
But if there's a nonprofit, you're doing a fundraiser or anything like that, I would love to help. Please reach out.
Oh, I love that.
I'm here for the community. I love it here.
We're going to get you involved at school.
Okay.
Going to get you involved in school. Tell Tammy get better.
I will.
Tell her we love her, and she's such a sweetheart. So proud that you've, got your love here in Tennessee with you. Wow. So anyway, yeah, I know. That's so sweet. But anyway, give her our love and tell her get better soon.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us here. This is 1100 WSGI. Stay tuned. The Ghost Show is next with Sweetly Marie. This again is 1100 WSGI. Stay tuned.